Hey folks, Bradley Ingels here with Tapmar and AutoMax Recruiting and Training. Many of you have reached out to me over the last few weeks asking me about the meet and greet. What is a proper meet and greet and why is it important? Well, the meet and greet in and of itself is probably the most important part of your sales process. In that first 7, 10, 15 seconds, that's when the customer has made a decision whether they're going to buy from you and or your dealership. So having a perfect meet and greet on spot every single time is extremely important. So in this video, I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to tell you what a proper meet and greet is. I'm going to take it step by step and tell you why we say what we say. And it's basically an industry standard. Now, your particular dealership may want to tweak it just a little bit so that way it fits their needs and their personality. So whatever they tell you to do, please make sure that you're doing that. Now, the meet and greet itself. First thing that you want to do is you want to welcome them to your dealership. So, welcome to ABC Motors. Why do we want to welcome them? Well, every person likes to be welcomed wherever they go, whether it's welcoming into your home, welcoming somebody into a particular business. Doesn't matter, everybody loves to be welcomed. Next thing you want to do is you want to ask them, are they here to see anybody in particular? Again, why do we do that? Well, number one, they may be there for something other than sales. They could be there for service, they could be there for parts, they could be there for human resources. Who knows what the reason is? But also, they may be there to actually see a different salesperson. So you want to make sure that you're asking them, who are they here to see in particular, if anybody, so that way you can proceed the way that you should proceed in making your sales process. Next thing you want to do is tell them your name. Now, when you tell them your name, you want to use your first and last name. So, my name is Bradley Ingels. Now, why do I want to use first and last name? Because my very next statement is going to be a command. I'm going to have them tell me their name. If I do not give my first and last name, I do not have the right to ask them their first and last name. Very important to use first and last. So, my name is Bradley Ingels. Tell me your name. Why do I say tell me? Well, tell me is a command. And ever since we're knee-high to a grasshopper and we're growing up, we always respond to commands. They're embedded into us. Our parents are always telling us to shut up, sit down, eat your dinner, do your homework, go to bed. And everything that we do is responsive to that command. So if you ask a customer a question of, will you tell me your name? You always run the risk of getting a no response. If you use the statement of tell me, which is a command, most of the time they will tell you both their first and last name. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask if they mind if I write it down, because I'm terrible with names. Now, why do I want to do that? Well, I want to be able to give them the respect that they deserve. Many of us have a hard time remembering customers' names, especially if there's 2 or more customers that you're dealing with. If you write everybody's name down that's there, you can always refer back to it, and there's nothing more than a customer likes but to hear their name being used over and over. That's the respect that you're giving them. Next part of my process, or the meet and greet, is I want to be able to give them a digital business card. Now, a digital business card is nothing more than your business card in a digital format. Why do we want to give them one in a digital format? Because they will have it embedded into their phone. They can't lose it. Now, when a customer asks you, well, what is a digital business card? Well, Mr. Customer, it is nothing more than my information in digital format, so that way after you leave here today, if you have any kind of questions, comments, concerns on anything that we discussed, gone over, or purchased, you'll always have my contact information at hand. Fair enough? Sure. And then I hit them back again with their cell phone number. Last thing I want to do is I want to let them know that I realize that there's a lot of questions that they may still have that they did not get answered on the internet. So my main goal is to get all of those questions answered for them. In fact, I don't want them leaving here today without anything being completely answered. So I'm going to tell them to follow me. Okay? Again, that follow me is a command. Okay? So basically, it's going to go something like this. Welcome to ABC Motors. Are you here to see anybody in particular? Great. Well, my name is Bradley Ingels. Tell me your name. Now, do you mind if I write that down? I am terrible with names, and I really want to be able to give you the respect that you deserve. Great. Also, I want to thank you for letting me be of service to you. I'd like to send you my digital business card. Cell phone number, please. Also, here's my paper card. Now, I'm sure you have a lot of questions that you could not get answered on the internet. So my main goal today is to answer all of them. In fact, I don't want you leaving here today with anything unanswered. Follow me. That's it, folks. Plain and simple. Don't recreate the wheel. Don't try to do anything differently. That will get the customer inside so that way you can do your rapport building, your fact-finding, qualifying, landing them on the correct vehicle, and making the sales process move along. Remember, you cannot sell what you cannot control. Your main goal of the meet and greet is to get them inside the building, sitting down at your desk where you are in control of the sales process. I'm going to post up here exactly what I've gone over so that way you can read it, you can download it, take a picture of it, write it down, embed it into your memory. But this will be something that will definitely help you be very, very successful in the automotive industry. Once again, my name is Bradley Ingels with Tatmar and AutoMax Recruiting and Training. Thank you for your time.